Did you just put an upgraded camshaft in your 99-06 GM pickup truck and you're trying to figure out how to get to start, run, and chop today? Would you like to be able to drive it to the dyno shop? That way you can have it tuned. Or better yet, would you like to learn how to tune the vehicle yourself? I'm going to start uploading daily vlogs on how to tune. So click subscribe and follow along. First lesson starts right now. All right, so once you've got your HP tuners pulled up, we're going to go up here to the top left-hand corner of this file folder. What this is going to do, it's going to pull up our file that we're going to use. So today we're using a 2005 GMC Sierra 5.3 liter stock file. We're going to click this, click open. Once that opens, we're going to click engine. Once engine is pulled up, we're going to click idle. Once that tab is pulled up, we're going to click RPM and make sure we see this base set point, base RPM. So we're going to click this. This shows our factory idle RPM value. As you can see right now, in gear it's 525, part neutral with AC on or off it's 550. We're going to click over here in the top left-hand corner. That's going to highlight the entire table. Once that's done, we can go over here, type in 200, and we're going to add 200 across the board. Now our idle RPM is 725 in gear and 750 in park. That's going to allow pretty much any of the smallish, like truck Norris cams, Chupacabra, any of the smaller truck cams, is going to allow them to idle. So we're going to close that out. Now we're going to click the airflow tab, and we're going to go down here to base running airflow and idle airflow. This is the value for the amount of airflow that the engine needs to idle. So stock converter, smallest truck cam, click this over here, and we're just going to type in the number 2, and we're going to hit multiply. We're going to actually double the idle airflow. Now again, this is just to make your vehicle idle, run, and drive. This is not the final value that will be had, but this one will work. So we're going to close this out. We're going to come over here to the throttle cracker, and this is just to help for backing up and pulling up the stop signs. Again, this will be tuned later on down the road. I will teach this, but for right now, just to make it run and drive this enable speed, we're going to type in number 9, and disable speed, we're going to put in 10. What that's going to do is it's going to allow the adaptive idle routine to take over when approaching stop signs. So we're going to come over here to airflow, and we're going to click general, and you're going to see cranking VE. Now this is the startup fueling for the vehicle. Majority of the big camshafts will need 20% less fuel to fire off, give or take. Some need 70, some need 60%, some need 90%. You got to play around with it. But for the truck cams, it's roughly 20% less. So we're going to click primary. We're going to click over here top left to highlight the whole table. We're going to multiply times 0.8, which is going to subtract 20% off the fuel. We're going to close that out. We're going to click down here to dynamic, and you see where it says high RPM disable. We're going to just take a 0 off of this, and what this is going to do, this is going to just shift the truck over to MAF only mode. When I'm personally tuning a vehicle on the chassis dyno, I do not just tune MAF only. I tune it in the hybrid mode where we use VE and MAF. But for right now, just for general purposes, we're just going to select MAF, and what that's going to do is just going to allow the fueling to be closer for initial startup. After that, we're going to click general. Now this is for the guys that would fire this thing up and basically put it right on the rev limiter, take it out, do burnouts. I don't recommend this until tuning is done, but just to give us a general cushion of fuel, we're going to click MAF calibration. This airflow versus frequency. Now this is a 2D chart that displays your engine's fueling based off of airflow from your mass airflow sensor. Higher up in frequency you go, the more airflow the engine is moving. So the wide open throttle stuff is going to be more over here. So we're going to scroll over to 7,000 hertz. We're going to click it, and we're going to drag, and we're going to highlight this entire table over here. And what we're going to do is, because we've added a larger camshaft, we need a little bit more fuel up top, we're going to come up here and type in 1.07. What that's going to do is it's going to add 7%, but we are going to multiply times 1.07. So click the multiply symbol. We're going to come down here, back down to 7,000, and let's just highlight down to 5750. And then we're going to click this button right here. This is interpolate between horizontal bounds. This will keep the fuel transition smooth. All right, so once you've done that, you can click File, Save As, and we're going to name this something new. So we're going to just call it 53 Truck Norris Mod. We're going to click Save, and then this is the button right here. You click to send it into the vehicle, and that's it. You are done. So it's that simple. Those handful of adjustments you just made are going to allow your 99-06 GM pickup truck or another type of Gen 3 vehicle to be able to start, run, and drive with the smallest truck cam. Now keep in mind, those are basic adjustments. That is by no means what a final tune would look like. But subscribe today, and I'll teach you more on how to do this stuff in later videos. Thanks, and have a great day.